With the release of 1.20, Mojang decided that there needs to be a new death message, dying to the world border. When it used to say suffocated in a wall, it now says player left the confines of this world. Probably the hardest standalone death message, but every standalone death message has the whilst fighting variant. So what's the most difficult mob to take damage from within 5 seconds of dying to the world border? It's this thing. This idea was given to me by my friend Fulham, who linked a video from Cobalt on the new death message, so thanks to them. And also subscribe, and I might do some more actually cool stuff. Step 1 is pretty simple. The first thing you gotta do is just beat the game. So I'm just gonna start a world, go kill the dragon, and then we can get into all the fun stuff. Where did I spawn again? Like here? It's probably not a big deal, right? These guys buried their treasure on the shipwreck. Okay, my main priority right now, after rushing the end, is to get shulker boxes, because I'm going to need multiple different inventories for multiple different setups to make this work. After killing the dragon, I plan to use the setup that I saw from Jellymeep and Ray's where essentially I need to build up into the sky, place blocks at certain coordinates, and the dragon just breaks. That'll make sense later. Okay, cool. Why did my portal spawn here? Why did my... I was just trying to measure my eye so I knew how to get to the stronghold. Okay, this one will be safer, right? Alright, nice. Alright. I hear it. I see it. I'm gonna need to come back to the end because I need gas tiers anyways to make crystals, because respawning the dragon is gonna be another whole issue. The reason the dragon needs to be killed in the first place is to open the end gateways. And using that setup of blocks to break and freeze the dragon, you essentially just push the dragon with pistons and it fits into the end gateway. Priority is gonna be getting shulker boxes, because after this point my inventory is gonna start getting completely obliterated. I might have made a few too many beds, but it's fine. Something else that's going to be important is I will need a lot of endstone. Presumably, I'll just be able to get a good enough pickaxe to mine that much endstone through an end city. What? Oh, there's not even a ship. Never mind. Oh, there's my pickaxe! Thanks! Okay, I finally have a form of inventory. Hey, I was talking. I finally have a form of inventory management now. The only thing left is to find an elytra, which surely will not take too long, right? Oh, that looks like the solution to all my problems. I probably shouldn't be running around zoomed in like that. I'm just gonna fall in a 1x1. Thanks. Okay, now it's time for me to get gas tiers, to get leaves, to mine endstone. I'm sorry? I haven't used an end gateway in like 20 years. Were they always this bad? Okay, well, my boat's gone now. Shout out to end gateway. Time to take a break from all the annoying stuff. It's time to trim some hedges. And I think there's not a worse biome I could be in right now to gather leaves in. Okay, I got my leaves. That's probably enough stacks, right? The forest looks horrible. It's a new moon. You know what that means. It's gas hunting time. Wait, what's happening? Am I dreaming? How do you make netherite tools? Oh, you need an armor trim. Yeah, well, I didn't really want netherite anyways. It's stuck. What's a ghast with no tears? Got it. Ah! I got it. Okay, it's fine. Oh, perfect. Am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, the tier. There, 4 crystals. Next step, I'm gonna need a lot of redstone. So I can make the chunk loaders, so I can make the pistons to move the dragon, And also, I just don't have any coal. Using furnaces has been a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'll make a shulker specifically for redstone, and for redstone, I'll make it blue. Oh, hey man, stuck in purgatory forever. Okay, now I can go back to the end. Okay, this should be enough to scaffold and block all the nodes up top. I'm gonna get more endstone while I'm here. To actually get the respawn dragon into the overworld, you need to build up to Y200 and place endstone over the dragon's nodes. And the nodes are basically where the dragon heads to give it that sort of pseudo-random pattern when flying in the sky. And when you cover up all of those nodes and break all of the crystals, the dragon doesn't know what to do, and it just freezes midair. So from that point, you just use a bunch of endstone to push the dragon into the gateway. May as well make use of all this mining and dig out a house. Yeah, what do you think of the place? Patrick Star style. Okay, that was not nearly as hard as I thought. I had just enough leaves to make that happen. Oh, I guess there's nothing left to do. Let's get this over with. Okay, I just have to treat this like a normal end fight until the very last crystal. Okay, I just need it to perch now. Oh, it's perching. Okay. I thought it wasn't working. Look at it. It can't do anything. I shouldn't have stood over here. I could have just ran through my furnaces. Okay, now with that out of the way, it's time for the more tedious part, where I get to push it over and over again with a piston, all the way until there. I can comfortably say this is something I thought I'd never see in my time playing Minecraft. Look at this. You can just push her around. Ow. I need that body hitbox to be lined up with that gateway. Sending the dragon through a gateway causes the game to spawn a new dragon. So essentially, it's going to dupe the dragons, where one is in the end cities and one is in the end island. And we need both dragons so that we can kill one and open the end portal and then put the other one into the end portal. Once it's through the portal, I need to go all the way up to those sticks and break that block. 040. Is it lined up? Oh, it's gone. The game's freaking out. It doesn't know where the dragon is. So it's gonna force respawn the dragon on this island. Okay, 040's gone. That end gateway is gonna be opened. I can bring the other dragon that got sent through there back to this island and then bring it into the opened end portal frames. Okay, there it is. It's stuck. It doesn't know what to do. Okay, it's alive again. I gotta go back and get my dragon back. Let's go! Ah! Oh my god, the end city, no! Okay, well, I'm flying. It's leaving! Come back here! We're going back to the end island. This is kind of magical, isn't it? Sorry, I meant that to sound a lot more ironic, but whatever. Okay, it's gonna get stuck onto the island for a bit. Wait for it. Oh, okay, it's coming up. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, this is where I need to build up. Since all the items dropped here, this is where the dragon is gonna spawn in. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the end now, make sure the dragon froze. Hey, what's up? Why can't you move? This is exactly what we need. Step 2. I just gotta squash the dragon. Oh, I didn't. I messed up. I didn't mean to do that. I placed the block directly on 0, and the dragon started pathing to it. I'm so stupid. Oh, hey, I see its foot. Oh, I'm sorry. Pretty sure I did this right? I never actually planned how I was gonna get back into the end portal, but I have an idea. What if I just tank it? Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, it worked! It's here. It's just gonna circle around that pillar for eternity. It's fine, right? Why can you get an Ender Dragon in survival? Why did people make tutorials for this? Night, bro. I'm going to bed with the Ender Dragon above me. There wasn't actually a setup for this. I just kind of jerry-rigged it. Now it was time for the most brutal part of this journey, which is getting to the world border in survival. Okay, so plan A is I'm going to get on the nether roof, sprint hit a boat, so I can sprint forever, never run of hunger, and then just AFK. To the roof. Yeah. I think I'm gonna head positive X, so I can travel 40 less blocks on my 3.7 million block journey. I think I'm just gonna let my Minecraft instance sit here while I have a bottle of Tabasco on my forward key, and I'll check back overnight. Okay, it seems we've only traveled 178,000 blocks. We're gonna need a change of plans. I didn't do the math on this at all. I didn't actually know how long this was gonna take. I think it's applicable that I build a creeper farm and a sugarcane farm so that I can elytra around. So then came plan B. I needed to build an entire creeper farm and sugarcane farm because the only way I'm getting to the world border is through flight. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need mending too, because my elytra are about to go through the most exhausting adventure of their lives. Wait, you can use snow golems? Okay, these will be my 2 workers. Unpaid workers that don't want to work. Day 39. The world border is still nowhere in sight. I'm sitting here killing cows and gathering sugarcane to make books. I'm glad I decided to do this on 1.20.1. If I did this on 1.20.2 with all the villager changes, I think I would have just uninstalled. No, somebody save the golem. Bye, I guess. 26 emeralds? That's ridiculous. Okay, there's my elytra. The elytra are done. Looking back at it now, I should have brought more shulker boxes with me. I only brought 3, which obviously was not enough, because the amount of firework rockets I ended up needing for this trip was in the 5-digit range. Okay, after successfully deforesting an entire birch forest, I now have 28 stacks of birch logs, which will be enough to make the trapdoors for my creeper farm. I like to think there's an alternate universe where mowing actually added the woodcutters. I might have overestimated how much wood I actually need for these trapdoors. I have all the trapdoors placed now, and I still have 15, 20 stacks of logs left over. Okay, well that might have not been great for the environment. Oh, it's going! Oh my gosh, it's going. I don't think any mobs are gonna get to me, but I'm gonna build a little hidey hole anyways. So I let that farm run for quite a while, and I found my own ways to pass the time. Okay, I should have enough gunpowder now. Maybe the 4 double chests was a bit overkill, but I got the gunpowder and paper I need for rockets, and I think it's time that I leave this netherrack abomination behind. I got as much as I can carry. I would love to have more shulkers, but unfortunately I am 1 million blocks out. Now is the start of the hardest part. Off I go, I guess. Once again, I underestimated how long this would actually take, so I tried flying with 1 rocket at a time. And yes, I could get to the world border that way, but it's just way too high maintenance for how long this takes. Now for the fun part, I get to take a pit stop and repair my elytra. After flying for long enough, I found out that with 2 Unbreaking 3 elytras, you can get about an 80 to 90,000 block yield out of both combined. Which means out of the 7.4 million blocks you need to travel to make it to the world border and back, you're going to need to take about 90 to 100 breaks to repair your elytra. I've been flying around the nether for enough time now where I know that if I fly to around Y6000, I can soar down at 20-degree angle so that my elytra has just enough durability not to break while I'm in the sky. And when I do land, I'm at a shallow enough angle where when I hit the ground, it doesn't do any damage to me. So I can soar for 30 minutes with 0 maintenance. I actually have no idea if those angles I mentioned are optimal for elytra. I kind of just tried some angles and made it work, and then I'm just using them from now on. Probably the first and only time I'm going to travel raw 1 million blocks in Minecraft. I mean, yeah, going through the nether portal puts me 8 million blocks out, but that doesn't count. Yeah, pit stop number, I already lost count. Oh god, I haven't done this elytra jumping since like 1.13. That's the 1 millionth block. It really stands out from the rest, huh? Only another 6 million blocks left to complete the round trip. Something really interesting I noticed. When I reach Y256, my day counter just disappears. Can somebody comment why that actually happens? I have no idea. Currently on day 111, which is I've spent 36 hours on this world. 2/3 of that probably just flying. Oh, that's a monument. What? I was just digging out of my spawn portal. Okay, I'll just go move my portal then. A simple no would have been fine. Okay, fixed. It was at this point I finally found a comfortable routine, and it was only a matter of time. Also, I was wrong earlier. The best heights and angles that I found is using rockets at negative 27 degrees all the way until Y4800, and then gliding down at 15 degrees. And then you have to do that for tens and tens of hours. Okay, once I land again, I'm going to take a little break because I need to see how many rockets I've gone through so I can judge how much I need for the rest of the journey. If I go in my stats, I have used 2,400 rockets, essentially, which means I'm going to need to use another 7,500 rockets, which means I'm going to need 40 more stacks of each gunpowder and paper. And if I take a look, I probably only have about 20 stacks of each. World record for loneliest iron golem in all of Minecraft. 23 million blocks out. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna go repair my elytra now. Should at least give the golem a name, right? Greg. Okay, bye golem. Okay, I wasn't recording, but somehow this is the second time I've built my portal and spawned under a monument, so I will be moving my portal again. Oh, this is new. Okay, this is my last descent before reaching the border. This is where my Minecraft career peaks. Right in front of me, there it is. Lines. Making it to the world border meant it was time to set up the Pearl Stasis Chamber. But you can't just build a Pearl Stasis Chamber at the border and expect it to work. You need to use a chunk loader. And if you want to use that from an indefinite distance, you need to use chunk borders to keep the Pearl loaded in the Stasis Chamber, but the fishing rod bobber in unloaded chunks. When you put the bobber of the fishing rod in unloaded chunks like that, it allows you to pull the fishing rod from any distance. I'm gonna actually move this portal. Oh, that's perfect. There's ocean right next to my portal. I can make the creeper farm. Oh yeah, I had to build another creeper farm because my 3 shulkers were not enough. Surprise. Hey, can someone explain why there's 3 pieces of orange terracotta past the world border with no mesa in sight? Okay, I've been leaving the creeper farm running for a while. I also moved the sugarcane farm down there because when I had it over there previously, the sugarcane was just not updating. And while this is running, I'm going to go build a chunk loader over there so that I can do the Pearl Stasis Chamber. Okay, I'm smelting a bunch of iron now because I need to make a bunch of minecarts for the chunk loader design that I'm using. Basically, the chunk loader is just going to dispense furnace minecarts into the portal over and over again forever. Okay, it's running. See the item going through the portal, I see the minecart going through the portal. So I need to put the pressure plate outside of this chunk because this chunk will be unloaded, but the pearl in this chunk, because this chunk will be loaded. And once I inevitably leave these 3 chunks that the loader keeps loaded, my bobber is going to stay here forever until I pull it. So I offhand my rod, leave the pearl right here, and now I can go as far out as I want to, for example, 30 million blocks, and teleport back in an instant. Now this is the scary part. I have to keep the rod in my inventory and never touch it. I cannot touch it. If I touch it, it updates and it ruins everything. And if it's working, I can just do this. Yep, and I'm at the border. I just traveled near 2,000 blocks in the pull of a rod. Okay, I have now fully re-geared up. I'm ready to fly all the way back, which is the scary part. Which means now I have to fly back with no mistakes, no dying, no logging off, and no touching the fishing rod. Alright. Got another 30 hours ahead of me. It did not take 30 hours to get back to 0-0. It probably took more around 50 hours. There's only so much content to be had when you're just kind of flying on the nether roof for 50 hours, so I don't have much more to show. And like 99% of the time while I was flying, I was just tabbed out, not even playing Minecraft. Since I wasn't able to restart my Minecraft instance for the whole travel back, as that would break the fishing rod, I changed my render distance settings to be as little as possible to avoid the possibility of memory leaking and then crashing my instance, which worked, thankfully. Currently past the 2 million block mark now. I've just been bored out of my mind. I don't even know what to show anymore. There's no content left until I get back home. Okay, only 1 million blocks left before I make it back home. Oh, it's the first mangrove I've seen. I forgot I'm playing 1.20. Is this biome really that rare? Can someone tell me what's wrong with this guy? Why was he doing that? In case anyone was curious, by the time I was about to make it back home, my world file reached a size of 70 gigabytes. 100,000 blocks left. We're on day 329. It's 3 p.m. and I went to bed at 9 p.m. Day 1 million. I'm building my final nether portal to repair my elytra. The very last portal. Oh my god, I'm actually getting nervous. I spent so much time on this and I just don't want to mess it up. I'm genuinely just like jittery right now. Oh my god, I made it. I didn't actually remember my Z coordinate. Okay, the dragon has moved significantly. Okay, I just need to make sure the boat actually, this should be a fine place to put the boat, right? I have my notes ready. I need to change to normal. I need to wear nothing except for an iron helmet. I don't have pearls. Oh, there we go. The last thing I got to do is just make sure my hunger is low enough so that I don't get saturation regen. Okay, I guess I just hop in. Ugh. Hit me already. Oh, there it is! Zylenox left the confines of the world whilst fighting Ender Dragon. Oh my gosh. I'm never doing that again. I just spent, I don't even know how long flying. 5.5 days. And if I had to guess, maybe 80% of that is just flying. So around 110 hours straight of just elytra gliding. 15,000 kilometers times used. My fireworks are right at 10,000, so you only need 10,000 firework rockets to make this happen. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I felt this nervous over something in survival Minecraft. Again, I want to thank Fulham and AmCobalt for the inspiration. This video took so much work. Subscribe. Okay, bye.